أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. This is to continue the article on faithfreedom.org. It's written by Sayyid Kamran Mirza. The intention of this video is to denounce the so-called evidences they have. They say that Quran has contradictions and errors inside and inconsistencies. Well, let's review what they're saying, especially about some topics here. And today's topic is Allah's days equal to 1,000 years or 50,000 years. Apparently there is an inconsistency here. So in Surah 22 verse 47, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and this is the English translation, so it doesn't say nothing yet, but let's continue. A day in the sight of the Lord is like 1,000 years of your reckoning. Quran 32:5. To him on a day the space whereof will be 1,000 years of your reckoning. And the inconsistency is with Surah 70 verse 40. It says, the angels and the spirit ascend unto him in a day, the measure whereof is 50,000 years. So the author says here is an inconsistency, and the question is, so which one is it? Is the day of Allah equal to 1,000 earth years or 50,000 earth years? Well, this is an error quickly to be made, but just on the basis of language alone, I can find a discrepancy in the argument made by the author of this website, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the English translation, it is like 1,000 years of your reckoning. So basically Allah says, in your eyes, in your perspective, in your worldview, it would be like 1,000 years. And also in this ayah, it says 1,000 years of your reckoning. So basically, in our worldview, in our eyes, the way we see things, it would be 1,000 years. And in the next ayah, it says, the angels and the spirit ascend unto him in a day, the measure whereof is 50,000 years. So basically, this is just a day. It's just a random measurement, a length of time. We call it a day. What else would you like me to call it? You know, how would you like Allah Ta'ala to call this 50,000 years? Should he call it an what? What do you expect him to say here? This is just a word to describe a term. Now, if to you it still sounds strange, let's look at different time lengths that these days can have. Is it possible that we can have one day somewhere that has a different time length than a day elsewhere? Well, it's very easy actually. If we look at the length of days on the different planets in our solar system, and I already have made a point here. If you look at Mercury, it takes 58.6 Earth days for Mercury to rotate once on its axis. So if I were to live on Mercury, the length of my day would be different than the length of a day on Earth. It would take for me 58 Earth days to rotate once. On Venus, it takes 243 days for it to rotate once. So one day, the length of one day for a Venusian, if it would be possible to live on Venus, it would be 243 days. Earth has, as we know, about 24 hours. It's actually 23 hours 56 minutes. Mars is closely the same. And we have Jupiter. The length of the day is 9 hours 55 minutes on Jupiter. And I can go on like this for the other planets. So what's wrong if Allah says, you know, a day for you earthlings, for mankind, it would be like 1,000 years. And for the angels, a day would be like 50,000 years. And for a person on Pluto or Neptune, it would be some other number. So this isn't an error. It's just the author neglects to look further beyond his own, worldview. He has probably a fixated hatred for Islam, so he wants to see discrepancies where there is none. Barakallahu feek for watching the video and taking these videos seriously. Wassalamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.